What's up, guys? It's Ken Sean, and welcome to the No Man Walks Alone drop video. Here I have the pleasure to introduce a new brand for us, a new brand to the store, Norbit by Hiroshi Nozawa. Really excited for this. This is just like a lot of, I think, things that you guys have seen from us before, a lot of classic fabrics and just very like familiar pieces, just done in a technical manner. Hiroshi Nozawa, he's a Japanese designer. He designs for the likes of many outdoors brands and like urban like sportswear brands as well. So he has a wealth of design knowledge going back, I think, for decades actually. This brand was actually started in '99. He took a break. He was designing for, again, many brands, and it restarted in 2018. And I think you'll see a lot of just familiar styles just going through the collection. I'll just start talking about some of it. The first piece up we have is one that I think the outdoor community is no stranger to. This is a shell. So it's going to be just like an unlined jacket done in nylon, except the nylon is kind of just like a nice smooth kind of like coyote brown nylon, but then he also has this contrasted like nylon ripstop going throughout, kind of just like patched and paneled just like ever so beautifully throughout the jacket. So you have these nice little almost like elbow patch of the color paneled right here, as well as on the cuff. And of course you have that asymmetrical zip going down the front that just kind of separates it from like shells and like windbreakers that you would typically see. I'd also say, switching, they're the exact same jacket. I just wanted to show that the hood comes out, and there's many different zips to show how the hood actually comes out, that I just didn't want to take the time to do, because they pack so much functionality into these jackets and so much just design effort. It was just crazy just going through the copy, writing all of this down. But the hood does come out. It has a nice little bill that you can have up just to protect you from the elements. You can snap it up, and then, you know, finished, it looks like this, packs in really nicely. And the inside is also just as incredibly considered as the outside. On the inside of, I think, almost all the outerwear we have here, you have these really cool draw cords here that are shoulder straps just for like when you get too hot and you want to take your jacket off. He has that. He also has, these aren't the netted pockets, my apology. You also have a pocket right here on the inside that I feel like you don't typically see on shells. He does have a draw cord down at the bottom so that you can add shape. And then another thing I feel like you typically don't see on shells, it's just these like three-dimensional patch pockets with this webbing, so you can attach carabiners.
The Molly strap.
Yeah, that's also elasticized. And this is, you know, you might have discovered this when you buy the coat, but it is actually kind of like poly, like felted filled. So when you put your hands in, it just gives a nice little warmth that I think is just really cool. Just it's one of those things that I can write in the copy, but you're gonna read it and be like, I don't exactly know what you mean until you get it and you're like, oh, this is actually kind of nice. So I always like things like that. Another zip pocket right here, and then it has a cool little game pocket right down in the back. It just goes all the way through the back of the jacket. And then, of course, you have these like weird little drawstrings in the middle to cinch the whole jacket. So everything that might look a little strange about this jacket or just be too much does have functionality and practicality to it. And that's really what Norbit is. You know, they add something that's like very familiar, like the shell jacket. They make it very, very functional, but also really playful, like with the paneling and everything like that. So this jacket is insane, also very cool. In terms of size and fit, we decided to go with medium to XL, just to start. You know, we'll see how those sizes go throughout the season. This one actually runs pretty relaxed, almost oversized. So we'd say go with your true size if you want that like relaxed nature. You can size down and it would just be normal. Don't size up, you'll be fine. So go with your true size if that's the vibe you want. The next piece we have up is one that I am sporting, and one we have here that you might be able to see a little better. I forget what they call this. I think it's a 3-layer jacket or coat, just because you have a bunch of different fabrics just kind of displayed throughout here. You have this awesome corduroy collar, which I think is always just super classic and nice. You have this nylon cover right here. And then of course you have this beautiful moon tweed just going all throughout the jacket, paneled with another moon tweed in the back that I think just makes it just incredibly striking of a coat. It looks very classic, looks almost like a hunting jacket, almost like a barber, you know, just done in a very functional manner.
Way cooler than a barber.
Yeah, this is just super ill. The thing that kind of makes this technical is the fact that it is not just a tweed jacket, but it's actually bonded with some polyester on the other side. And this isn't like, you know, to cut costs or anything. It's actually, it provides a little bit of warmth. It almost is kind of insulating, you know? So you have that outer that's super beautiful. You have the awesome wool outer, and then you have that nice poly right on the inside that also just gives the jacket a good bit of structure and just like heft that I think is very cool. And then of course on the inside I'll show on the coat that I am wearing. You have these cool pockets right here on the inside that are netted, you know, just another little cool added detail, because this is what Norbit does. He does of course like to do those shoulder strap things for when you do get hot, when you're, you know, let's just say you're not an outdoorsy person, but you do shop in the city, or you live in a cold city and you go into a really hot store and maybe your partner's shopping and you're like, wow, I'm really hot and I don't know what to do and I'm just on my phone and I'm heating up. I gotta take my stuff off, but you don't want to put your jacket down or carry it. So you got this. You look like a superhero. You look cool. It does have practicality.
You're on the boyfriend couch.
You're on the boyfriend couch. Whatever. You're on the girlfriend couch. You know, whoever's watching. Yeah. So this is cool. And again, he does add the different paneling. This one has the herringbone, my apologies, gray and black herringbone with the gray twill moon fabric. And then again, the game pocket right there in the back. Just, you know, going back to all the like classic hunting jacket things you've seen. Again, Hiroshi Nozawa, he of course collects like vintage garments and like studies them and blends them with his outdoorsy design knowledge, because he grew up in the outdoors and just thinking about functionality and all of that. So we have these in these two colors. Again, it goes medium to XL. These we found just kind of runs relaxed. It's not like super large like the shell. The shell also you could just put over any type of outerwear, you know, even if you're wearing like another jacket, one of the jackets you saw Ludwin wearing in one of these videos, he could layer that over, good for all the weather. This one, it's just gonna be a boxier, relaxed. You have the raglan sleeves on it, so you don't have to worry about like things getting caught in the sleeves and being like weird and wonky when you're wearing layers. And I would go with a size large. I'm wearing a size large right here, and that is a-okay for me. The next jacket we have up, I forget what we call this, but it's almost like a duffel coat, kind of like Mackinac shawl collar coat, just kind of like all in one. And yes, does look funky, does look odd, does look weird. But let me just show it to you on my colleague Ludwin behind me, and I'm just talking about it because he's rocking it beautifully. It is a quilted coat with a beautiful shawl collar. It is down-filled and feather-filled, so you're going to get plenty of warmth. And this is almost like the most normal looking of the coats while still being pretty like funky. Hiroshi Nozawa likes to blend the playful with the practical. So you do have that beautiful warmth, but then you also have all of these ties that are tied in different ways, and you can tie in a bunch of different ways. But let's just say you didn't want to, you still have these snap closures as well as a zip closure right here. And you could just tie these on the side and kind of just leave them alone. if that is what you so chose to do. Of course, you have the nice pockets, and then if you could just turn my wonderful model, you have these cinches right here in the back that you can put into a little belt loop right here if you want to kind of tie it back here, leave it alone, or if you want to cinch it, tie it in the front, you can do that. Of course, you have this boa collar right here for the warmth. Oh no, Ruben's cold. He really wants to bundle up. Now he's warm. Now he's a warm boy. Yeah, just really, really cool jacket. The sleeves do come a little short, but that is because we have these nice cotton ribbing going down right here, just to extend it, keep everything really comfortable. And yeah, how does it feel?
It feels great. It feels like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm wearing a size large. I feel like I would need an XL to fit over something usually, but this just fits over this other jacket just super easily. It's cozy. It doesn't feel like it's too much. It's pretty lightweight, surprisingly, for how filled something like this is. But that's because it's feather light. It's filled with feathers. Come on now. It's super good.
Yeah. This one also size medium to XL. This one I found fits the most regular, and I think it's just because of the filling. You know, you could go with your regular size and it'll be fine. Yeah. So that will be it from Norbit, or We're super excited to have the brand. Hope it does incredibly well. We know it will. You guys gonna like it? I love it. I got this jacket. This is a beauty right here. Greg and I are matching. And I know Willie behind the camera, he's digging it. He got his eye on it. So
I like it too, but like,
Luba likes it too.
I like it too.
You know, so you got a little bit of everything for everybody. But that's all. Take care, y'all.